Hi Juan, this is Shaka. We spoke last week. I told you I would get a video over to you showing you how to improve your online presence. So here it is. I hope this video finds you in good spirits. Before we start, I want to let you know that everything I'm going to show you are the tactics that can be used to improve your organic search rankings in Google. Well, what are those? So when someone comes in and searches, for example, landscaping El Paso, these down here are what's considered the organic rankings. Okay, this is the prized possession. This is where you want to be. The top three spots get the most clicks. Okay, the most traffic to the websites are reserved for the top three spots. Here are ads, which are not uncommon to see. I'm sure you've seen these before. These are the companies that are paying to advertise on Google. Okay, so what is the reward for being in these spots? Well, if we look here, so here's the ad section. When you search for something in Google, the first ad gets about 2.1% of the clicks for whatever search term. The second ad will get 1.6% of clicks for whatever search term. But look at these numbers here. These are the organic rankings, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whoever's in the first spot for whatever search term is getting 40% of the clicks. Number 2 spot's getting about 18.5%. 3 is getting about 10.1%. Number 4 is getting about 7.6%. And it dwindles even further. Anything after number 10 is considered to be on the quote-unquote second page of Google. And honestly, no one ever really goes there. The three main ways that you can improve your online presence is going to be content, backlinks, and citations. So when we're speaking of content, that's what's found on your actual website. Okay, certain things, Google's requirements. Okay, the more you fulfill Google's requirements, the more they're going to consider you a good, authoritative website, and the higher they're going to rank you. Well, what is one of those ways? First off, when reviewing your website, some positives here. There's a contact button here. I did see in this video display here, the first thing that popped up was your name and phone number. That's great. You always want the first thing a client to see when they get on your website is a way to contact you. Okay, some rooms for improvement here, and one thing that Google wants on the homepage are 1,500 to 2,000 words. I don't know, if I were to estimate, you're probably at 400 words or so you would need maybe like 1,200 more words for that. Within those words, every 150 words, we would list a keyword that you want to be found for. We'll get into that more a little later. I did notice here, the learn more under our services, nothing's coming up here, unfortunately. So this is some room for improvement here. Project gallery was pretty cool. Good looking work here of your finished projects. That's awesome. Another thing that we can do is Google looks at the way we save our pictures. Here you've saved this as E11. We can actually save it as a keyword that you want to be found for. Say you wanted to be found for rock El Paso or landscaping El Paso, something like that. We can save it as landscaping El Paso. That helps you rank in the search rankings. Okay, let's look at what you're ranking for currently. So this is a search engine optimization tool that I use. Not only I, plenty of people use it. There are a lot of them out there. This is my favorite for multiple reasons. But if we look at the keywords you're ranking for, right? So right now you're ranking for only 2, elevate home and upgrade services. Say you wanted to be found for, like I mentioned, landscaping El Paso, we would work that word into your website, and eventually, you would have that listed here. So whenever someone goes into Google and they type in landscape El Paso, we would want you to be in the top 3 spaces for that word. So currently, upgrade services, you see here, 100 people are searching for this word a month. For that word, you're in the 87th position. So this would be considered like the 8th or 9th page of Google, which obviously that's too far down the list. The second way that you can improve your online presence is going to be through backlinks. So what are backlinks? Backlinks is when you have another website basically giving you a shout out, right? So if you have maybe like a local interior remodeling directory giving you a shout out, they would be listed here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backlinks. So which websites are they? Look, workcapital.com, ICOSAHEDRON. Sorry, that's probably a word. I just can't make it out. But those websites are giving you a shout out. Now, it is a numbers game. The more backlinks you have, the stronger your backlink profile can be, but you don't want backlinks coming just from anywhere. You want them coming from strong, authoritative websites. How do we tell if they're strong? By these numbers here. You see DR and UR. So this is a DR and UR of the sites giving you a shout out. Okay, so these are 0. Those are considered weak shout outs. This is also considered weak, unfortunately. So right now your overall profile is weak, but good thing is that can be improved. So how would we find out which websites to reach out to so they can give you a shout out? Well, I pulled up one of your top competitors for landscaping in El Paso. Okay, landscaping El Paso. Check this out. We can look at their backlink profile. So they do have some weak ones. Where you have 8, they have about 1,400, right? Look at this here, 70. This will be a great website to get. Look at this, 81, blog.gardening, know-how. Most blogs are considered strong. So, I can skim through their list, pick out the strong backlinks, and get you signed up for them as well. So, after working it for a while, we will increase the number of your backlinks and also the strength of the websites, shouting out to you. Google loves a strong backlink profile because it shows that you are legit. You are a legitimate website. This is another way to get you up in the rankings. It's just a matter of seeing what your number one competitor is doing and kind of mirroring the methods that they're using. And it's not impossible for you to beat them in the rankings for certain keywords. The final way to upgrade or increase your internet presence is by what's called citations. What are citations? So citations is when the name, address, and phone number of your Google My Business profile, which is this here. This is your name, this is your address, this is your phone number. When those 3 items are listed in directories. So check this out. This is another tool that I use. It's called Whitespark. By the way, all these tools are open to the public. I'm not special in that regard. Ahrefs does run about $100 a month. Whitespark runs about $20 a month. But Whitespark searches the web and finds where a company's citations are listed and then basically shows you what they are. So check this out. I've searched for landscaping El Paso. These are the top 3 businesses that come up in the Google Map Pack. We're all familiar with this. Let's check out GNR Ideal Green Landscaping citation profile. I have them here. So this is where their citations are coming from. Facebook, Bing, IG, Triple B, Chamber of Commerce, so on and so forth. Okay, so they have about 8. This is just like backlinks, but just like backlinks, not all citations are created equal. So just because someone has 100 citations doesn't mean that they can outrank somebody that has 50 citations. If those 50 citations are listed on strong websites, they can still outrank someone with more citations. It's not all about quantity, it's also quality. Okay, so I did Take it upon myself to look up your citation profile. Here we go, Elevate Home Upgrade Services. See, you have 10. You have more than GNR Ideal Green Landscaping. Okay. Now, it is a matter of what word or terms are searched for, but we can still get you, in that sweet spot, those top 3. It's just a matter of increasing where your citations are listed on other websites, so we can probably add 30 or 40 to here, and eventually you would be ranking top 3 in this regard here. So I mean, you can only imagine if you were top 3 here and top 3 here in the organic rankings, the people that will be seeing your website would increase dramatically. So those are just a couple ways to increase your online presence. I don't want to take too much of your time. I hope you enjoy the information. If you'd like to know more, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you for your time, sir. You have a good day.